Experts say that if the Beatles had never recorded Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, John Lennon would still be alive. And if Mariah Carey had never recorded The Emancipation of Mimi, the only lemonade Beyoncé would have made would be the drinking kind. And according to my dad, if Al Green had never recorded Full of Fire, I wouldn't even be here. This is all to say, recording is not some trivial afterthought. No, the stakes are high, people. It is of utmost importance that you learn to properly record yourself. Future generations may literally depend on it, even if you're a terrible, barely functioning guitarist like myself. You never know, you might stumble into creating a one-hit wonder, which then gets covered by actual world-class artists in a charity single that raises millions for medical research, and boom, you just cured cancer. But before you start making room on your shelf for that inevitable Grammy, let's talk about how you can actually capture your greatness. I got the Positive Grid Spark 2 amp a while ago, and since then I've been figuring out how to use it as an audio interface to record my practice sessions. At first I just wanted to hear myself back, but the thing is I also needed to figure out how to capture my questionable talent for these YouTube vlogs. And after extensive trial and error, I have mastered the art of recording with this thing. And because I'm both generous and slightly concerned about the continuation of your bloodline, I will now share my knowledge with you. First, let's take a look at the output options on the Spark 2 amp. It has three different outputs: a USB-C audio interface, a 1/4 inch stereo line output, and a standard TRS headphone output. And aside from their obvious physical differences, each of these outputs serves a distinct purpose when it comes to recording. The USB-C audio interface, this output sends only your guitar or bass audio, completely excluding any backing tracks. It also functions as an audio return channel, allowing you to monitor your sound in real time. The line output, this option includes both your guitar and any backing track audio, making it ideal if you want to capture both in one single track. And finally, headphone output. This output delivers both your guitar and backing tracks as well, but using it will mute the amp's built-in speakers. To decide which output to use for your recordings, consider the following. The USB-C is your best choice if you only need clean guitar or bass audio without backing tracks. It's also the most flexible option if you're recording with the DAW software like Ableton or Pro Tools. Line output is ideal if you want a mix of your guitar and backing track or need to pass the signal through an additional audio interface before connecting to your computer. And finally, headphone output is a workaround when no other options are available in case you don't have a 1/4 inch stereo cable at hand, as long as you're fine with muting the amp's speakers. Each of these outputs gives you a different way to capture your playing, so choose one that best suits your needs and recording setup. Okay, now let's talk about the different cables you need. First, the USB-C audio interface. This is the simplest one. For this, a standard USB-C to USB-C cable will do the trick. Thankfully, you actually get one of these included in the box with the Spark 2. You'll want to connect that from your Spark's USB-C port directly to a USB 3.0 port on your PC. Now, if you're running Windows, remember you'll need to install the audio driver first. Don't worry, I've put a link to that in the description so you can easily find it. Moving on to the line output, for this you'll need a dual mel 1/4 inch to mel TRS audio jack cable. This is probably not a cable you just have laying around, but they are readily available. You can find them on Amazon for about $10. You'll connect the dual 1/4 inch ends to your Spark dual line output, and then the TRS end will go into your PC's microphone input. And next we have the headphone output. This is probably the easiest. You just use your standard TRS male-to-male audio cable, the kind that comes with most headphones. Connect one end to your Spark 2 headphone jack and the other end again to your PC's microphone input. And finally, a little bonus tip. If your PC or laptop doesn't have a line-in port, or if you want to record directly on your phone, you can use a mini jack to USB-C adapter together with a headset adapter cable. Simply plug your audio cable into the headphone input of the adapter, connect it with USB-C adapter, and then connect the USB-C side to your phone, PC, or laptop. And maybe important to mention is that it's actually the only way to record on your phone, at least on Android. I'm not sure if it's the same on iOS, but on Android it only recognizes the return channel of the USB-C audio interface connection. Now, once you got your cable sorted, you'll need some recording software. The good news is all these connection methods will work with pretty much any audio software on PC and Mac, and voice recorders or music production apps on your phone. So the choice is really down to your personal preference and what you're using it for. I started off using Ableton, but I quickly found that it was a bit overkill for what I needed. For just recording audio, I switch to Audacity, which is free, super simple and quick. And for my vlog sessions, I use OBS Studio, which is great for capturing both audio and video. Here's a quick demo on how to record with both Audacity and OBS Studio. With Audacity, click on Audio Setup and then select Recording Device. Select Line In for recording from the dual 1/4 inch output or headphone output. Then just press record when you're ready to play. If you're recording using the USB audio interface on your Spark, do the same but select the Spark 2 USB audio option instead. Then press record. When recording with the USB audio interface, you'll notice that the signal isn't as loud, so you might need to do some normalization and compression afterwards. Now with OBS Studio, go click on File, then Settings, and then go to the Audio tab. And there I like to set up 2 audio channels, one for line in and one for Spark USB audio. That way you've configured OBS to record whichever way you connect it to your PC. Super simple. And there you have it. 3 ways to record your Spark 2 sessions, whether you're capturing your artistic genius or just hoarding evidence of your questionable skills for future embarrassment. You now know how to do it. So if this video helped you, even just a little, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want more highly professional guitar wisdom from a man who still struggles to change strings without injuring himself, please subscribe. See you in the next one.